What if everything you've been told about your body is only half the truth? What if the fatigue you carry, the struggles with your health, your energy, your mood, they aren't just part of your genetic fate, but signals? Signals that your body is trying to evolve waiting for your command. You were never meant to be trapped by your DNA. For decades, people believed that genes were a life sentence, that if your parents had heart disease, diabetes, or depression, it was only a matter of time before you would too. That your future was coded, unchangeable, locked deep inside your cells, but science, real cutting-edge science is revealing something much more powerful, something that puts the pen back in your hand. It's called epigenetics, a word that means your daily choices, what you eat, how you move, how you sleep, how you think, can literally switch your genes on or off. You are not just a product of your biology. You are the programmer, the director, the architect of the life your body is building, one habit at a time. Think about that for a moment, because it changes everything. When you choose to drink water instead of soda, when you sleep a full night instead of scrolling through your phone, when you step outside for a walk instead of staying numb inside, your body doesn't just feel better. It starts to heal, to repair, to optimize. Genes that were silent wake up. Genes that promote strength, clarity, resilience. They activate like light switches flipped on after years of darkness. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. That's not what this is about. It's about understanding that your smallest, most ordinary actions hold extraordinary power. Power to influence the instructions your body follows every single day. Your habits are the language your genes understand. And they are always listening. This isn't motivation, this is science. Dr. Melissa Iardo and other researchers have shown how your lifestyle choices impact gene expression in real time, not in months, not in years, but right now, in this moment. Your body is listening to you, responding to you, adapting to you. So ask yourself this: what kind of life are your current habits programming? If you wake up each day feeling drained, if your mind feels foggy and your energy disappears by noon, it's not because you're broken. It's because your body is reacting to the signals it's being given. And here's the part that matters most. It doesn't have to stay that way. You can change the signals. You can rewrite the message. You don't need perfect genetics. You don't need better luck. You need belief. You need action. You need to realize that your choices are not just keeping you going. They're either pulling you toward disease or pushing you toward performance. Every bite of food, every breath, every movement, every thought, these are instructions. You're giving your body the blueprint for who you become, and that's the breakthrough. You are not powerless. You are not stuck. You are not doomed to repeat the same patterns you inherited. Your genes are not your identity. They are options, possibilities, and you get to choose which ones become reality. Imagine what's possible if you start choosing with intention, if you start living like the person you were always meant to be. Because it's not just about health, it's about unlocking your highest potential. When your genes are aligned with your actions, something changes, your energy rises, your focus sharpens, your body becomes your ally, not your burden. You stop surviving and start performing. At a level you didn't think was possible. This is not hype. This is your biology waking up. You've got to understand this. The life you want is not as far away as it feels. It's closer than ever. It's hidden in the habits you build and the choices you repeat. It's found in the courage to do one better thing today than you did yesterday. And if you stay consistent, if you stay committed, your body will reward you in ways you can't yet imagine. So don't wait for a diagnosis. Don't wait for a breaking point. Don't wait for someone to tell you it's time. You already know. You've always known, and now you've got proof. You were never a prisoner of your genes. You've always had the key, and once you understand that your genes respond to you, the question becomes simple. What are you willing to do today to unlock the version of you that's been buried under years of routine, distraction, and self-doubt? Because it's not about making massive changes all at once. It's about choosing to show up differently, one habit at a time. That's how real transformation begins, quietly, subtly, powerfully, in the moments that no one sees but change everything. You don't need to wait for motivation to strike. Motivation comes after movement. The shift happens when you prove to yourself that you are willing to take control, that you're not here to settle for what you've inherited, but to rise into what you're capable of becoming. You don't need perfect conditions, you need repetition. Science has proven it again and again. Your brain and body respond to consistency. The more you repeat a behavior, the stronger the signal becomes. Your nervous system adapts, your hormones stabilize, your performance upgrades. Bit by bit, your identity shifts from the inside out. A single glass of water in the morning signals hydration. A 5-minute walk signals movement. A moment of silence before the chaos of the day signals presence. These aren't just habits. These are instructions to your cells telling them we are changing, we are healing, we are building something better. Every small decision is a declaration. Every choice to move instead of sit, to rest instead of scroll, to fuel instead of numb, that's momentum. That's your biology evolving to support your highest self. And when you repeat those small wins long enough, they don't just change your day, they change your life, because discipline isn't about restriction. It's about freedom, freedom from fatigue, freedom from fear. Freedom from feeling like you're always chasing life instead of leading it. Every disciplined act sends a message to your genes: I am in control now, I'm no longer waiting, I'm no longer hoping, I'm deciding. And the body listens, it always listens. When you demand more from yourself, it delivers more in return. The brain sharpens, muscles recover faster, mood becomes more stable, energy becomes more predictable. You start to feel alive, not just existing, but fully alive, present, powerful, grounded. But this only happens when you stop negotiating with your excuses and start honoring your intentions. You already know what you need to do. It's not hidden, it's not complicated, it's right in front of you. The real question is, are you ready to follow through? Because habits are not random, they are systems, they are patterns you build to support your vision. And if the vision is health, clarity, purpose, and strength, the habits must match. If you want better performance, you need better preparation. If you want consistent energy, you need consistent care. And that starts with one simple decision: I will not wait any longer. You don't rise because you hope for it. You rise because you show up for it, day after day, even when it's hard, even when no one's watching. Especially when no one's watching, because those are the moments that define you, not the big wins, but the quiet commitments. And here's the truth that should light a fire in your soul: every single one of us has the ability to upgrade. You don't need permission, you don't need the perfect plan, you need the willingness to take that first step and then take it again tomorrow. Your biology is not set in stone. It's fluid, responsive, alive. And it's waiting for a reason to rise. It's waiting for a signal that says, we are no longer who we used to be. So give it that signal. Let your actions reflect your ambition. Let your discipline speak louder than your doubt. Let every step forward remind your body that this is not the end. This is the evolution. You are not behind. You are just beginning. And the person you're becoming is already inside you, waiting for the habits that will bring them to life. Decide today that your story will not be written by your past, your genetics, or your fear, but by your actions, daily, repeated, unshakable, because you are not just reprogramming your habits, you are reprogramming your future. There comes a moment when you stop asking if change is possible and start realizing it's already happening. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now inside you. Because every time you choose a habit that aligns with your growth, you're not only shifting your behavior, you're shifting your identity. And the body follows identity. It rewires itself to match who you believe you are. That's why so many people stay stuck. Not because they lack discipline, but because they still believe they are the same person who failed before. They wear old stories like armor. They let past mistakes define current potential. But biology doesn't care about your past. It responds to your present. It listens to the actions you take today. And that's what gives you the power to rise, no matter where you're starting from. Your body is always rebuilding. Every day, new cells replace old ones, skin renews, muscles repair, neurons fire. You are literally becoming new, one layer at a time. So the question is, what blueprint are you handing it? What instructions are you feeding it through your habits, your thoughts, your choices? Because here's the truth most people never hear. Your habits don't just influence your life, they become your life. You don't attract health, clarity, and strength by wanting them. You attract them by behaving like someone who already has them. You don't fake it, you form it with patience, with consistency, with truth. And the truth is, you already know what you need to do. Drink water before coffee, Move your body before the world pulls you into distraction. Feed your mind something better than noise. Go to bed on time. Wake up with purpose. It sounds simple because it is, but simple is not the same as easy. Easy fades, simple lasts, and what lasts builds. That's where greatness lives, not in rare moments of brilliance, but in steady commitment to the basics. The ones that no one applauds but everyone eventually notices, the ones that rewire your brain to crave momentum instead of comfort, the ones that tell your genes, we are growing now, we are done playing small. Because you're not just trying to survive the week, you're here to evolve, you're here to set a new standard not for the world, but for yourself, the kind of standard that says, I will not live on autopilot. I will not let another year pass in regret. I will not settle for average when excellence is within reach. This is about alignment. When your actions align with your values, everything changes. You stop feeling pulled in 10 directions. You stop relying on willpower because you've built systems. You stop chasing motivation because your biology starts working for you, not against you. And suddenly, progress feels natural. That's when the shift happens. When you stop asking, how do I stay disciplined? And start declaring, this is just who I am now. And that is not arrogance, that is ownership. You don't need to earn the right to change. You only need to start acting in alignment with the future you say you want. And every time you do, you add weight to your new identity, you reinforce it, strengthen it, cement it into your nervous system. The habit becomes the behavior becomes the belief becomes the person. And the person becomes unstoppable, but this doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choice, over and over, in the quiet moments, in the boring days, in the setbacks, in the restarts, when it would be easier to quit, but you don't. Because you've decided that nothing is stronger than your vision. That's when you know you're becoming someone new, not because you're pretending, but because you're becoming honest. Honest about your power, honest about your potential, honest about the fact that there is no shortcut, but there is a path, and you're walking it now. So keep going, keep choosing what builds you, keep trusting the process your body was designed to follow, because your cells are listening, your mind is adapting, your performance is rising, and the results will come, not by force, but by design. You've already started. Don't look back, don't slow down, don't shrink to fit the limits of your old identity. Keep showing up like your future depends on it, because it does, and the more you show up, the more your body shows you what it's capable of. This isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about proving to yourself every single day that you are no longer available for the version of life that drains you. You are creating a new rhythm, a new standard, a new chemistry inside your mind, inside your cells, inside your life, and that momentum you feel building, it's not hype, it's not temporary, it's proof that you're not waiting for change anymore. You are the change.